Okay, hi everybody. So today we have Spring Heel Jim by Morrissey. I'm going to keep the intro. Anyway, this is another one from Vauxhall and I mean, I got to say every time, Morrissey looks dapper as hell on the cover. Anyway, Spring Heel Jim. I like the title. Again, Morrissey always has a fancy kind of title. Or maybe not fancy, but an intriguing title. Anyway, we're going to get into this one. Maybe he's talking about Jim Morrison. Who knows? So let's get into this one. Talk about it after. And let's go.
They're going to get a team up and go and do it.
Spring Hill Jim winks an eye. He'll never be done to. He takes on whoever flew through. Well, it's the normal thing to do. Oh,
There'll be a big mob over there because I'm speaking to one. Yeah, what was it? Two boys that come down and go to one of the days. You know how many boys there was at the series? 100. Of course, when I was going out with Jimmy Potter, there's about 12 of us going down walking first. And we'll see all these lots, a lot of them, right on the end of the new place. There was 50 there, and there's no time to go.
Spring Hill Jim lives to love. Now kissing with his mouth full and his eyes on some other fool. So many women, his head should be spinning. Oh, but no.
One fella was in the copper's arms, wasn't he? And the other fella had the gun, and he was free. And he shot him, but the other fella that was in the copper's arm, and that kid will be out when he's about. He'll be out after he's about. When he's 16, won't he? That's what you live with first. But say someone
Spring Hill Jim slurs the words. There's no need to be so knowing. Take life at 5 times the average speed, like I do. Until Jim feels the chill. Oh, where did all the time go? Once always in for the kill. Now it's too cold, and he feels too old.
wasn't there because I was speaking to one. Yeah, what was it? Two boys that come down and go to one of these days. You know how many boys there was at the series? 100. Of course, when I was going out with Jimmy Potter, there's about 12 of us going down walking first. And we'll see all these lots, a lot of them, right on the end of the new place. And there was 50 there, and there was no Thompson's gun. We had another 50 around there. You know what stupid little guy done? Oh, it's stupid. No, he looks a queer, doesn't he? Yeah. He's saying something like our street. He was with his mate. Someone come into your house tonight, or when you go, and your brother and sister-in-law dead. Explain it. No, you ain't about it, Chris. You've got to worry about everything. What about these people who go around early, and they catch him, and they say he's mental?
Well, all right. Spring Heel Jim by Morrissey. What is it about his voice? Even that outro with the la la la's, it just sounds so good. Sounds so pretty. But anyway, yeah. So like I said off the top, Spring Heel Jim here. It's just, obviously you have parts of, I guess, as I'll get into here, that I see on the songs about on Wikipedia or whatever. That there's a documentary, parts from a documentary into this. But I will just say off the top, how the song started. It reminded me of this, which I don't know, it kind of sounds the same off the start, but then it changes obviously after a few seconds. But reminded me of Rag and Bone by the White Stripes. I had to say that off the top because that's just how how the song starts. I was just like, oh, that reminds me of Rag and Bone. Anyway, which is a great song by the White Stripes, underrated. Anyway, so getting into this, obviously, just how the documentary, I guess, kicks off the song, and then how Morrissey comes in. Spring Heel Jim winks an eye. He'll never be done too. He takes on whoever flew through. Well, it's the normal thing to do. And basically, how, I guess, it just goes through his life, how he says, talking about, lives to love, he kisses, he's had, and so his eyes on some other fool, so many women he should have, his head spinning, whatever, all the stuff. And then he goes on, but no. And then I like, I guess you could say I like at the end, until Jim feels a chill. Oh, where did all the time go? And basically now Jim's old, once always in for the kill. Now it's too cold and he feels too old. So basically, just the story, I guess, of Jim, just through his life. And how many verses? Like 4 verses, basically. It's just, again, Morrissey just telling a story here. In short, succession, whatever, less than 4 minutes. And it's just, and I have to say, looking at the musicians on the song here, again, on Passions Just Like Mine, which again, I always shout out because it's a great site for Morrissey and Smith songs. But anyway, with obviously, it's, Bosbor on guitar. You always know he's on guitar. Alan White on guitar, Johnny Bridgewood on bass, and Woody Taylor on drums. So Johnny Bridgewood coming through big here on the bass, I have to say, that was unmissable. And of course, Boz and Alan, and Woody on drums. It's just, like I always say, Morrissey always had great musicians in whatever, at any time in his band, basically, the musicians are pretty much always the tops. So anyway, just again, like I usually do, I am on genius.com. There isn't about on the song. And again, is there anything else I really need to say? I just, Morrissey's voice, always captivating, but even more so here, I found. He sounds very like, I want to say like stern. He sounds very, he's to the point. He's really getting his point across here. I don't know. He sounds more, hold the phone. I guess like more serious. It doesn't sound like he's playing around, which I guess he doesn't always. I guess he sounds like that a lot of the time or something, but I don't know. He just sounds very serious in the song to me. I don't know why. Anyway, like I was saying, there is an about on Genius, and here's what it says. Spring Heel Jim is based on Spring Heel Jack, an entity in English folklore of the Victorian era. There are many bizarre stories about his appearance, defining him as a devil who could make extraordinary leaps and attacked people, mostly women. Okay, so I guess, that putting that into the context of the song, yeah, that pretty much fits. There's more that goes on here. The samples and dialogues you could hear in the background are from a 1959 British documentary, We Are the Lambeth Boys by Carol Rice. I apologize. But anyway, the documentary was mainly about the daily activities at the Alford House Youth Club in the late 1950s in London. The dialogue is from 2 conversations, one about a fight between 2 groups of young men, and another about the abolition of the death penalty. And I want to say, I couldn't really, make out, what they were saying in the documentary through the music, but obviously, and this is something that Morrissey does a lot, where he inserts, stuff from, documentaries or stuff from interviews or whatever. And I just like how he inserts that into a song. It's just, I don't hear it a lot. And Morrissey seems to do it, at least, in the songs that I've listened to, he seems to do it quite a bit. And it goes on one more little line here. The lyrics of the song seem to be about a man who has had lots of sex throughout his life, but he's never slowed down to embrace the romance with any person. So again, Spring Heel Jack turning into Spring Heel Jim here. I just love, one thing about the whole thing, folklore, whatever, it's always interesting to see. And, Morrissey obviously takes that and, inserts it into a song. Again, what he does here, lyrically, again, you just, give him a topic. I'm sure he can write a good song about it. Anyway, and like I was saying, reading the lyrics, Spring Heel Jim lives to love, now kissing with his mouth full and his eyes on some other fool. So already, he's kissing. But he's looking around at, his next woman, I guess you might say. So many women, his head could be spinning. But no. And also when he was saying that, I was like, I don't know why it came to mind, but it was just like, so many women, his head should be spinning. but no. I was thinking, like, is that meaning that he's into guys, maybe? I don't know. That just came to my head, but I don't think it fits on anything. But anyway, Spring Heel Jim slurs the words. There's no need to be so knowing. Take life at 5 times your average speed like I do. So, live fast, die young. Until Jim feels the chill. Oh, where did all the time go? Once always in for the kill. Now it's too cold and he feels too old. So again, like I said, I love the ending there. The last verse really just sums everything up, and this verse before that, him saying, go fast like I do. And it's just at the end, he's just like, Jesus, where did all the time go? My God. So yeah, I mean, it's just, my goodness. And like I said, I don't know, I didn't even finish that sentence, but it's just, like I said, a stern song, I thought, from Morrissey's perspective anyway, on the lyric, on his, with his cadence and his delivery anyway, and, talking about this, Spring Heel Jim, he's like, the title says it all, Spring Heel Jim. I mean, he's ready to go all the time until the end of his life when he's like, what the hell happened? But there is one more thing on Wikipedia. I mean, and again, I'm kind of surprised that there is a Wikipedia page for this song. But it says, the lyrics of the song seem to be about a man who has gone through his life having lots of sex. So basically what I've said there, but not slowing down to embrace the romance with one person. The lyric, he'll do but never be done to, as well as the usual crude sexual imagery common to Morrissey songs, suggests that the man refuses to let his lovers penetrate his emotional self. Well, it's the normal thing to do. Some men don't believe emotional intimacy is needed or something in their comfort zone, so they only allow shallow relationships. The song ends on its last verse with a man in an old age wondering where did all the time go. So again, some guys, again, are, they think, being emotional, being whatever, going into deep relationships, as it says there, he only wants a shallow relationship. He only wants sex, basically. Because some men think, it's unmanly or it's wrong to, I guess, be emotional or, have feeling for somebody and, go deep into a relationship. And those guys are probably always going to be out there. But, and then at the end of it, he's thinking, what has come with my life? Where did it all go? So, I just love the questioning and, the whole, I guess, the worry at the end of the song, and the whole story on, Spring Heel Jim, which came from a folklore tale, whatever, Spring Heel Jack. So again, just Morrissey coming through again with another banger about a friggin', character. So I guess that's all I gotta really say. Just like I said, I love how off the top, it reminded me of Rag and Bone. So right off the bat, that, I got my interest. And, yeah, I guess that's all I really got to say. So thanks for tuning in to another Morrissey Friday. This is, I think I must have listened to a lot of songs, almost every song off of Foxhole and I by now. I mean, if you're still here, let me just see. Now My Heart is Full. Yes, now I've done Spring Heel Jim, Billy Budd, Hold On to Your Friends. The More You Ignore Me, the Closer I Get. Why Don't You Find Out for Yourself? I Am Hated for Loving. I don't know if I've done that one. Lifeguard Sleeping. Yes, I've done that one. And then, hold the phone. Used to Be a Sweet Boy, yes. The Lazy Sunbathers and Speedway. I don't think I've done The Lazy Sunbathers and I Am Hated for I might have done I'm Hated for Loving. But either way, maybe 1 or 2 songs on this album I have not done yet. But I've enjoyed this album thoroughly. And here's another one, that just, it's another great tune to me. I mean, my God. Anyway, thanks for watching it. Like I said, thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support, especially if you got through that just to hear me ramble off on what songs I listened to on the album. And yeah, because it's always appreciated. So thank you very much. And I will see you guys, if not tomorrow or, another time, Morrissey Friday maybe. Anyway, I'll see you then and have a great one wherever you are.